come in.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Lowell. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Good to see you again. My name is Maria Barahona. I don't know if you remember me, but I work for Plainsboro Hospital. I'm one of the medical social workers. We work here on the surgery area, particularly when it has to be, related to the digestive system. So probably all of that may sound familiar to you, but before I start with you, I just want to remind you of a couple of things that I have to cover with you. First of all, I just want to let you know that this office is a safe space, so you can share whatever you're feeling with me, and nothing is gonna go out from this space. But if you were to say something that would threaten your life or somebody else's life, I would have to report it because I'm a mandated reporter in that sense. And before we start, I just want to go over. I was going through the records of your sister, the medical records. So I see that she was admitted into the ER the first time because she was complaining of sharp abdominal pain, particularly on her upper right quadrant. She had a CAT scan, and the CAT scan revealed an enlarged gallbladder, but later they decided to do an ultrasound, which actually confirmed the doctor's theory that your sister had gallstones, and she was given the medication Urosol, which is a cholesterol medication, so basically, to decrease her cholesterol levels, and at the same time that medication works as a dissolvent agent. So I just want to make sure that that is accurate.
Yes, that's correct.
And I see that she was readmitted into the ER because she passed out at work. I was told by some of the nurses. She had been complaining about discomfort, pain, and vomiting. And I see that the doctors have scheduled your sister for an open cholecystectomy, which basically means that they're gonna remove her gallbladder. And basically this surgery lasts 2 to 3 hours depending on how everything looks there. And I just want to let you know that this surgery involves small risks. There's no, nothing you have to worry about.
Okay.
The condition is serious, but it's not life-threatening that, that something bad can actually happen during the surgery. I have actually here a diagram because I kind of want to go over with you. Okay. So this is a regular anatomical body, your liver. So basically the gallbladder, it's a pear-shaped organ that it's the one in charge of, the distribution of bile, which is, the substance that aids us in digesting. So this is the organ that they will be removing from your sister.
So she has stones in those?
Yes. So basically what I was told from one of the doctors as well is that she had another ultrasound, and the ultrasound revealed that she has gallstones now into her bile ducts. So basically the doctors don't want those stones to go in through her, go through her intestines.
So the stones can move?
Yes, they can actually move. It's calcified fat, basically the bile.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why they want to remove that as soon as possible. And she will be staying in the hospital for a while. So after her surgery, she will probably be here around 2 to 3 days, depending on how her body reacts to the recovery. Okay. And after that, she will have to be at home for rest for probably 2 to 3 weeks, depending as well on how her body responds. So I was going through in my free time from all the information I had that you had previously given me. So this is called an Ecomap.
Okay.
So basically it's designed to, look at your support systems as an individual. So in this case, this is your sister, and I know that your sister has 2 baby boys.
Yes, that's correct.
Your mother and you, and I know that you live all together.
Yes.
And I just want to make sure that this is the right support system you have. So I know that you practice Islam.
Yes, we're Muslims.
You're a Muslim, so you have a really strong support system in
Yes.
your mosque, and then your extended family,
Yes.
which I know that will be, on top of the situation related to your sister, and then your friends, as you were mentioning me, that your friends are really there for you, and they've been asking you how your sister
She's doing. Yes, that's very
progress related to your sister, and then I know that you're a college student as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you were to need any, letter to excuse you, why you've been missing school days and stuff like that, like we can provide those for you. And the same thing for work. I know that you were telling me that your supervisor was really understanding,
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
relating the situation with your
Yes.
sister. And lastly, I want to go over, the doctor told me he said that he went in depth relating the treatment plan for your sister.
Yes, he did, but I wasn't quite sure. Like, is he saying like surgery is the only option? Like, there's no medication she can take or anything to help with this?
No, in this case, surgery needs to be done. It's the only option for your sister. That's why they gave her medication the first time she was admitted into the ER and she was released, because the gallstones weren't in the bile ducts. So once they give the medication, that particular medication works as a dissolvent agent. So basically, like, the stones start dissolving.
Okay.
But in this case, it seems like your sister, like the medication didn't work.
Okay.
So that's why.
Okay, so maybe it was already like past that stage before
Yeah.
they were giving her the
Yeah.
medication.
Probably. So basically, the treatment plan the doctor told me to go over with you again is
Okay.
that your sister will have to make some lifestyle changes. She has to reduce her intake of fats since her gallbladder is gonna be removed. That meaning that she won't have that bile production anymore. So bile aids, breaking down lipids in particular.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so she has to actually up her fiber consumption. So meaning like more vegetables, more fruits, more grains, and she has to drink a lot of water, because constipation is one of the most common side
Yeah,
effects.
she's
after,
not gonna like any of this at all.
after surgery, but we have to do what we have to do, and exercise as well. Exercise aids in the bowel movement, so that is really important. And meanwhile she's in the hospital, she'll be doing a liquid-based diet. So basically, they're gonna be giving her soup.
For how long is this liquid diet gonna be for?
Her hospital stay, during the hospital stay, so 2 to 3 days, depending on how long it takes her to recover.
Okay, so does she stay in the hospital first before the surgery, or she just comes on the day of the surgery? How does that work?
No, she is admitted right now, and they've scheduled surgery for tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Mhm. Yeah.
So like with the foods you were talking about, is there like maybe like a resource with recipes and stuff like that we can have access to? Or do you
Actually,
have any recommendations?
Yes, absolutely. I can actually go meet with one of our nutritionists. She is 2 floors away from where we are right now, and I can actually ask her for a couple of recipes or dishes she recommends for this particular.
And so you also saying that she's not going to be able to go back to work at least for a couple of weeks. That's
Mhm.
correct.
Yes.
And she's probably going to need someone to be at home with her.
Yes. Do you guys have someone that can actually be her caregiver, or would you?
Well, we're just gonna have to
Actually-
find some, because like everyone's working, everyone's out of the house like in the morning. Even like for the kids, like we drop them in school, we try to rotate how to pick them up. Like everyone has like a busy schedule. Like even my mom works. I work. I go to school. So I don't know. Like, do we have any other options? Like, in terms of finding someone to, like, we would be at home like on weekends, and we'll be at home like some part of the day, but like not like most of the day. Only if we're saying like now I'm not gonna go to school for the next 3 weeks or something like that. Because even like my mom can't just stop working. Like, we're gonna pay rent, we're gonna pay the bills, so like
I
it's
understand.
not like so.
So
That's why this is really hard because
yes.
I don't like surgeries. Like it's really scary for me that this is happening because like I know they say it's not like heart complications and stuff, but like surgery to me is always still a surgery. Like as long as they're gonna be cutting someone open, it's uncomfortable. So
Yes.
this is really hard. And like you saying this again is making it seem like more real. Like I know the doctor said it, but like I was still thinking maybe it wasn't gonna happen, but I guess it is.
I understand that you are feeling that way. It's normal. As a family member, I understand that you worry about your sister. You guys have a lot of responsibilities. Besides you being a student, I know that you have a lot of things in your plate, but I'm here to help you, and I'll see what I can do to facilitate at least a CNA to go at least once a week or probably two, depending on how we're doing with the resources, because we do have a program that if you guys qualify for it, we could, as a hospital, facilitate a CNA, a certified nursing assistant, to be there to help you guys with your sister.
Like what about like so I know they were telling us to fill out like some insurance and stuff because
Mhm.
like she doesn't have her own insurance and like the medical bills I know like a surgery they're gonna charge like I don't know like ask you to bring your head but basically how do you like are there any other resources we can take because like even financially this is not
Have you guys actually filled out for Medicaid by any chance?
I'm not sure if she qualified.
Okay, because I can double check as well, and in case she hasn't been registered for Medicaid, I can actually help you out.
Okay.
Fill out that paperwork, and I can't guarantee 100% that Medicaid is gonna cover the entire hospital expenses, but for the most part, it'll take care of the bill.
Okay.
Mhm.
So like the Medicaid, is it like if you didn't qualify before, is there a chance of you qualifying now? Maybe because she has a surgery or
In special cases. So let's say, I'm not saying that, I don't want to guarantee because we don't know, the paperwork has to go through the system,
Mhm.
but if she were to qualify as one of those special cases, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, and as a hospital, I can see what else we have, because sometimes I know that we have special grants, depending on the floors of the hospital and need-based
Okay.
with the patients.
Okay. And you said I can get notes like for school and work.
Yes, I can actually. Are you gonna need those? Because I can start
Yes,
working on
I'm
those.
definitely gonna need school.
You have any other questions?
I'm trying to think. Just give me a second. No, I think you really covered most of it. So what was this meant for again?
Just to remind you that you do have a support system, that you don't have to feel that you're alone
Okay.
going through all of this, and as well, just to remind you that you actually have a lot of people around you that care about you, your sister, your family.
Okay.
How's
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Thank you so much. It was really nice meeting you again.
Nice meeting
I
you,
hope you have a nice day.
and I'll let you know anything else.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. How long?